Hi, my name's Phil. I like talking about politics, and in this video I'd like to comment on the way the BBC, which too often provides a muted commentary on Brexit at best, has reported on the damage caused by Brexit to trade between Britain and Northern Ireland, but I'd also like to discuss the political damage as well. But first, if you'd like to be notified of daily news and politics, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification icon. So the first thing to note is that it might be surprising that the BBC have reported about the damage caused by Boris Johnson's extreme Tory Brexit so prominently. Not to worry, the world hasn't gone mad. They've still tried to distract attention from the real cause, because they are presenting the article as the damage caused by the Northern Ireland Protocol. But of course, the Northern Ireland Protocol is a key part of Brexit. And not just any Brexit specifically, Boris Johnson's Brexit. For all those using the damage as justification for simply ignoring the protocol, it is part and parcel of the whole deal. It's how Johnson sold it to the public, sold it to the EU, and got Parliament to vote for it. After all, you wouldn't expect to get something from a shop and then say, when you get to the till, I'm quite happy with the product. I'm quite happy to take the product away. But the cost, I'm afraid, is going to damage my bank balance. So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to take it and not pay. That would be ridiculous. So what are the features that the BBC identify in their report? Now, one eye-watering figure is the extra cost to transport goods, purely as a result of all the extra bureaucracy that Brexiteers said we would be reducing by leaving the EU, but have, in actual fact, only massively increased it. And although this is about trade from Britain to Northern Ireland, bear in mind that the same basic features will exist for trade between Britain and any of our other immediate trading partners. You know, they said that before Brexit, a pallet of goods would probably cost about £100 to ship. Now it's an extra £50 to £350. So the price is an increase of up to 350%. I mean, we're aware that the cost of transport has gone up, of course, and we understand why. More paperwork means needing to pay people to carry it out, and it can take a long time when it's not a very efficient system. But the actual cost increases are enormous. Then there's the time to transport the goods. Again, we understand that, where you have extra paperwork, it's going to take longer because the haulage firms have to sort out their paperwork. They need to make sure that it's all sorted. And then officials need to check that paperwork. This has resulted, according to the firm interviewed for the BBC, in an extra 4 hours turnaround per trailer, plus an extra 1 to 2 hours at the border posts. That means that the haulage firm has to charge more to transport the goods. There was also a side story about some lorries not even being able to get through some border posts, too small. Now, we knew that the physical infrastructure at various ports around Britain and Northern Ireland needed to be expanded, but we dragged our feet on it. We had not done this before Brexit. In fact, in many cases, we hadn't even started the physical expansion when Brexit started. Then, when the Northern Ireland Protocol political situation blew up earlier this year, the Northern Irish Assembly stopped work altogether on some projects. Some unionists are determined to simply obstruct the implementation of the protocol, as if the problems of Brexit will just go away if they pretend they don't exist. Now, the problem with this is that the facilities are then going to take even longer to build. The article talked about a lorry nearly getting jammed into an access point. Now, until the facilities are fit for purpose, the border control systems are never going to minimise the trading problems that are causing such harm. The problem we have at the moment is people go, look at the damage that this Northern Ireland Protocol is causing. It's like, well, it was always going to cause some damage, but what's causing the massive amount of damage at the moment is the fact we did not implement the systems needed to facilitate it. And we are delaying doing that. We're going to cause that economic harm to stretch on into years now. Sure, there will always be friction in trade between Britain and Northern Ireland now, come what may. That is the price that Boris Johnson paid for Brexit. And his creditors in the EU and the USA are not going to let him off the hook. But with systems built to cope as best they can with the new trading requirements, it would be a lot smoother than it is now. And the longer we wait, the more damaging it will be to trade. And the more businesses in Northern Ireland will have to realign their supply chains with the Republic of Ireland. And you'd have thought unionists would want to avoid that. Unfortunately, the only unionists in Northern Ireland with serious political power are the DUP, and they're a little bit thick. They are to the unionist cause in Northern Ireland what Boris Johnson is to the same cause in Scotland. They mean one thing, absolutely, but they encourage the opposite. The problem, of course, is that the DUP thought that Brexit was a cracking idea, especially leaving the customs union single market. Brilliant, they thought. Fantastic. That'll mean we need customs borders around every UK border. Brilliant. Nice hard border backup between Northern Ireland and the Republic. But the problem with being insane is that you struggle to appreciate that most other people aren't actually insane and they will not go along with your insane plans. The reality of Brexit was always going to mean, in actual fact, splitting off Northern Ireland from Britain in terms of trade and movement, rather than the rest of Ireland. They still haven't come to terms with that. Brexit didn't cure their insanity, it just challenged their delusions. And now we have a political impasse to go along with the trading problems. And the last 2 decades of relative stability have literally been set on fire. Not that the BBC seem keen to explore the details in this particular aspect of what is the same story, but it's all related. Politics and trade are intertwined even under normal circumstances, but the two are inexorably linked right here. People warned about this as well. So-called Project Fear wasn't just about dire economic warnings, it was about the serious political damage that Brexit would do, especially to the Northern Irish peace process. Nothing that is happening in Northern Ireland right now is unexpected. Nothing is happening that was not warned about in clear detail before the Brexit referendum had even taken place. And now we still have many millions of people willing to listen to those who said it wouldn't happen, that the very idea of these warnings was laughable. Now, it's bad enough to heed the wisdom of people who have none to give, but next level to continue listening to them when they've been proven so comprehensively wrong, especially when there's not been a shred of contrition from them. But of course, many of the people who told those lies don't care, because they were lies. They weren't just ignorant. Some of them may have been, but most of them weren't. They knew what was going to happen. They don't care. As long as they get to grift what's left of the UK, the rest can leave in the firestorm they created. And in truth, the problems of Brexit, I know what the comments are going to be. Yes, the problems of Brexit will sort of disappear for some in Northern Ireland if Ireland reunifies, but it would be better to do so peacefully. Not that it would help that British to Irish trade. It will help Northern Ireland in that these will no longer be two antagonistic systems trying to manage their affairs. Politics will still be antagonistic. A customs border will still exist between businesses that try to do business with each other, only it won't be the UK government managing both sides of that border. And that being said, for those who will always shout for this to be the actual solution to the problems right now, it's not actually a solution right now, because it cannot be enacted or applied quickly. As such, it isn't a solution for the immediate problems. If anything, it would only make the immediate problems worse, both trade and politics. A right old mess. But those are my thoughts for now anyway. Let me know yours in the comments below. Hope you found the video interesting. If you did, don't forget to click the like button. If you'd like to support the channel further, please also click the Patreon link for details. And until next time, I'll see you later.